Hello, chats. Welcome. Everybody got in quick. Everybody getting quick. I love these captions. I love the fact that they're so inaccurate. Maybe I should update or like add the thing. Maybe we'll do that really quick. Why not? Get more models. American English. What is the largest one? Actually, we'll use the second largest one. I think the largest one is too large. I can't download it. Legislator's too large. Damn. We are downloading the big one. Probably could have downloaded it faster directly from the server. Oh well. We're routing through New York on this one. I'm still not quite sure why the ads UI doesn't work. Maybe, hold on. Twitch get ad schedule. I think I don't have the right claim for it. Let's try this. So Twitch, let's copy all of these claims. Okay, new window. Channel read ads. This is not. How do you do this? I look up get ad schedule, and it instead gives me a Twitch developers forum link. Is not what I was hoping for. A user access token that includes the channel read ads scope. We do have that. But we're not receiving any of the events. Now we check, does the ads UI subscribe to the events? I think I know what the problem is, actually. Oh, actually. Hey. What? Is it because... Okay, this is happening way too quickly. This is why. Here's why this is happening. Okay. So I know why it's not working. I have to implement the process message system. Okay. I need to check. Need to check again what the exact request is. Why I'm the brains of this show? I don't know that I'm good with the brains. So I have a thing that runs. We send out event request event sub registration. Should definitely be awake right now. Yeah. It's only like midnight, 1 or 2 a.m. For the terms of the prediction, by the way, this doesn't count as an issue because it wasn't an issue that appeared this time. This was a known issue that I forgot to solve before the stream. Let's get on the with chat scene. What's up, chat? I have a tail now. And I found the keybind to put my hand down. I found the Cuban to put my hand down. Nice, grand. 12:43. Yep. We'll wake at midnight. Huh? Hydrate. I got a butt plug. I don't think butt plugs move like that. 12 in the morning? No, it's midnight. Midnight is 0? Yeah, if you use 24-hour time. Bertels doesn't like 24-hour time. He hates 24 hours. We don't speak American in this household. I mean, we call 24-hour time military time, and military is very American, so if anything, the 12-hour time is less American. I'm getting so used to talking to Americans, I just use 12-hour time. Damn. I actually prefer 24-hour time, but I don't like calling it military time. All right. I need to... Says I have to use this as a truck driver. My parents are both former U.S. Navy. They taught me, yeah. Like I said, most patriotic time. Military time is not the same as 24-hour time. Military time is, for example, 1300, while 24-hour time is 13:00. I mean, all they did was drop the colon. Let's not pretend like they've done a lot. They just decided not to write one of the characters. So let's see. This adds UI Twitch connector thing blocks the thread until it's done, which is a problem. Easier to say or something, I guess, yeah. We could call it full time instead of half time. Because you use the full range of the 24 hours. And that's faster than military time. That is 3 syllables less. We like our syllables. All right, let's see. I'm just not going to fix the problem that this could theoretically deadlock. We just, if you see a problem, don't fix it. If for some reason the ads UI is selected to start and Twitch is either not present or doesn't start first, the ads UI connector will never finish initializing and will lock coalescence entirely. Is it still not working though? What? So weird. Might actually see if I have to work early tomorrow. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. Get yourself some sleep. Let me check the Twitch subsystem. It should tell me what to subscribe to, right? Event sub. Channel ad break begin. Yes, we are connected to that. We should be getting ad schedule too, but the ad schedule button doesn't seem to be doing anything. How strange. Let's see. Get the ads UI form. The ad schedule button may very well not do anything. Re-request ad schedule. Ads UI disconnect and connect. Okay, so let's check connect. Ads UI subsystem at connect. Do connect. We register a bunch of scripts. We load the ads UI controller. Ads UI controller on its... Oh, it checks to see if it's disabled. Is it disabled? No. Let me check the log really quick. Logs of now. What's your deal? Encountered an exception and do disconnect. Do disconnect. The task may only be disposed if it is in a completion state. Aww. The dispose pattern is failing. Your issue. So the timer was not ready to dispose. We'll just try and catch all of these. Yeah, now you can't throw an exception because none of them are able to. This is how we set up our stuff. We just try and catch everything. I've even done them individually, so it won't possibly throw an exception. Still nothing, though. Why? That's so weird. Hmm. Okay. I've added a lot of logging, which should help us determine why it's being so freaky. If this doesn't work, we'll just continue. So the ads UI is created. Oh, it's the wrong. All right. So it creates the subsystem. Weirdly enough, ask for add or get next add times does not run. Let's force it to run, but it doesn't. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that's awkward. I found the problem. I forgot that you have to manually start tasks. They don't just start. Is probably why it's not doing anything. We found the problem, chat. The ads UI is gonna work. Everybody prepare your big cheer. Here we go. Ready? It just works. Ads start in 59 million years. Let's go. It is absolutely spewing errors. Oh, wow. It actually threw so many errors it crashed. What the fuck happened? Why did it die? Apparently, I have packages with vulnerabilities. What's your damage? Oh, fuck me. Adam, why have you done this? Oh, I don't actually care about this. That's fine. Sharp compress is vulnerable to directory traversal attacks, but Coalescence doesn't have any way. I mean, I guess if you make a script with a double dot in the name, but if you're doing that, you're doing it on purpose, so I don't really care. I'll update it later, because I'm going to have to update the bot stuff too, which is slightly more worrying about the directory traversal, but I'm pretty sure that no zip file created with any of the like any of the things that require it can do it, except for database creation reason, which is already done by administrators, so they're allowed to do it. Anyway, I need to. What was I doing? I can't remember. Oh, I want to see why the ads. Why did it crash? So let's go to the folder I opened, which I didn't open. Open the code signing branch of Coalescence to see why. It has fatal exception.txt, which will tell me the last thing that blew up. Controls created on one thread cannot be parented to a control on a different thread. So the notifications form actually caused it to fail. So just need to make that an invoke, which will cause it to perform all of that on the main thread. Oh, that's right. I have to click this. All right, and then we can start working on why ads UI is saying that ads start at the heat death of the universe. Did it start? What? Please? Okay, started. Okay, so I need to do this on the load event because this is causing issues. We will pay out the. But we actually have someone who voted no. I don't consider it an issue with the stream. Stream started as you I did not. So we were paying out win. 22 minutes in and not even gaming. You're so impatient. So impatient. I've gone hours without gaming before. Plus, I'm trying to make a UI element work so that you can see when ads are coming. Invoke or begin invoke cannot be called on a control until the window handle has been created. The window handle has been created. What do you mean? That runs on load. Why is it running before the load? Perfect solution. Try catch it. We just don't worry about it. Let's see what's going on with the ads UI system. Missing required parameter broadcaster ID. Okay. Add to UI Twitch connector. It should be sent. What is your deal? Your damage. Broadcast ID is null, actually. That's some pretty good damage. If string.is null or white space broadcaster ID. Broadcaster ID equals Twitch Helix connector dot get user ID. Why is this read only? All right, this should work. If we're very lucky, everything should just work, and then we'll be happy. Everybody gets $20. That's a lie. Nobody will get $20. I might get $20. Huh? Huh? Why does it say that the next ad break is in 4 hours? Chat? Are they in local date time? Is that why? I thought they were in UTC. Chat, this is so sad. I'm not getting the $20. There we go. Ads in 39 minutes? That sounds about right. It actually checks to see when the pre-rolls turn back on. So I don't actually get the next ad time. But with all of that done, we may now begin the process of gaming. Now that my ads UI works. And that makes me very happy. Why do I have so much shit open? First, like 30 minutes of the game recording is just gonna be me trying to get that to work. Right. Now I need to prepare my chat windows because not prepared. Right. Middle. Said middle, you motherfucker. And left. Chat. Are you excited? This is prime. I am listening to a convicted murderer complain about being convicted. She's talking about making excuses while making excuses. The fuck am I wearing? I'm wearing the California Bullet hat. And by California Bullet hat, I mean I found a random hat after looking California hat up. I'm in Elko right now, so I guess I'll take this job. The murderer is now complaining about the victim. Crime. Now she's saying that he's running into glass doors. What? Should I just put do you guys want to watch true crime videos? Actually, maybe I shouldn't. They're pretty sad. We could find something else to watch though. Cause Dreading covers some pretty heavy shit. And also, in this one at least, showed the video that the murderer took before killing the guy, so. What's something that isn't crazy? Although I really love her just fucking complaining about being convicted. It's very funny. It needs to be something relatively long. What if we just watch... Okay, hold on. Chat, hear me out. What if we watch one of my VODs? It would be so funny if we watched one of my VODs while I was playing a game. I explained in my resume that my collaborated coding projects was with a VTuber who wears a California hat. That is true. There's nothing worse than wearing a California hat. I do think that project I floated yesterday actually is a pretty interesting idea. Potentially with a lot of benefit for all of gaming, even. It is, and I am intrigued. Excellent. I'm still determining if I want to play Dreading on the stream. I don't think it's a good idea, though. I mean, we do have some good candidates. This one is 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's got so much. Hold on, I'm gonna check to see if they show anything crazy. Nope, there's a factor ad though. That's whatever. I'm trying to think. As someone who downloads a lot of games, it's quite useful. Yeah. What I might do is multi-canvas it. But I'm not gonna have a good high-quality recording from the output of the stream. It's not gonna be simple to... Okay, so the idea was I wanted to record it without having the video on it. But there's no way for me to do that without turning off the stream, doing a lot of work with my scene collection, and then going back online. It would probably take 45 minutes to an hour to do, and I'm not even sure that the computer would be able to handle outputting all of that data. Because like, even if I stopped recording the timer, which I don't actually need to be recording at all anymore, I have enough information to recreate it. And if I stopped recording the model because I have enough information... Why'd I stop? What? Because I have enough information to recreate the model now. I still don't think I'd have enough GPU time left. Subway Surfers is a banner at the bottom, and then Minecraft Parkour is a banner on the top. I mean, the problem is I want to have a clean recording without that. And it means that... Because the other thing is, I don't want to include the audio from the video we're watching in the VOD on YouTube. So... the idea is, whatever I do, I have to not send it to YouTube. I need to record the YouTube version, which also means I have to have the audio set up in a way, and I don't know that YouTube outputs track 2 like I want it to. I have to do testing, so I don't think we can do it today. Alternatively, we could do the Okay, hear me out. We could do this in a very complicated way. I could go on Discord and stream the dreading video on Discord while streaming on Twitch. I'd have to deafen in the chat because there's no way. 1 hour daily dose of internet from 3 years ago. I'm not super interested in watching daily dose of internet. But I could stream it on Discord because that's not saved in the outcome. Or not saved in the output file. And would allow us to at least watch something. It is a solution. It is not a good solution, but it does work, and we are going to do it. So I'm gonna make a new channel. Abusing my ability to stream on multiple computers. Alright, I'm going to join that chat. I'm going to deafen. I'm going to share my screen with an application of this. How am I going to show... Wait, I need a 4th screen. But I have like 15 outputs open. What the fuck? Hey. I got lucky. I 100% just plugged an HDMI into a DisplayPort, and it didn't short it. Alright, I have another screen. It is misaligned. Fuck. Alright, you gotta put this on the left. Change its screen size to 1080p, which is not design size, but that's okay. I just want it to be aligned. Okay. And full screen this. And then we go in here, we share my screen with that. Okay. And now, theoretically, if you want to join the dreading true crime watch party, you can join the chat in Discord. Join the child in Discord. What? These captions are wild. You can join the chat in Discord. And then that's the watch party. I won't be able to see Discord chat though, so don't say anything crazy, please. Also, on the 19th, do you want to add an iGift DLC, or do you have a donate page so it doesn't take forever to get money to buy DLC? Or that doesn't take forever to get money to buy DLC. Can you even gift DLC on Steam? I actually have no idea. I wouldn't be adverse to you adding me, because that might be easier. I do not yet have a donate link. Actually, I should probably float that problem now. Let's, let me do this. Let me send a message to my friend. Wow, I am so bad at typing. I hit them with an uwu. Wow, I am I am violently blue. I have sent a message. I need to collect our Stripe information for SEPay because that's the okay. So there was a system that was removing PayPal support, which was going to be a real big annoyance for me. And that system I have now remembered is SEPay. So I need Stripe information. We have Stripe. We have an entire company set up and everything for Stripe. I just don't have the numbers, so I need to get those. But that's something I need to do before the Donathon, because the Donathon starts June 27th, which is also my birthday. That'll be very fun. Ow. When's the last save? 4:56? That's 5 minutes ago, though. Fuck it. We're just going to take the 1%. So what if we lose 50% of the money we're going to get from this? But yeah, I'll get that set up, and then also I'll find my friend code for you. I do want to reiterate though that you don't have to give me DLC. Like this game's DLC is expensive. So expensive. Although when you think about it, it's $20 to get an entire state. You know, we bought Louisiana for how much did we? Well, how much was the Louisiana purchase? I can't remember. I remember it's very cheap. Oh, I should probably add a note on the channel. I'm gonna put status 18 sign watching the trial of Sarah Boone Redding. Okay. That way that's not just a surprise to anybody who joins. Why is it that every time I play on US servers in Wild Assault, I get paired with actual bots the EU pairs me with esports level players? Yeah, dude, EU players are crazy. I should play Wild Assault sometime. White the Salt sometime, Brand. Maybe we play Wild Assault later today. It's been a while. It's been fucking like 3 months since I played Furry Battlefield. Furry Battlefield is great. I actually met a lot of my my friends playing Furry Battlefield. Mint and Mochi are both people I met on Furry Battlefield. EU servers on any game as well. It's just because European players are so much more competitive. Rip Bozo. Rip Bozo. Why are the movie files in this trial named Image? Shit file scheme. Do you think I can take... Hold on. Can I also stick Discord in the corner here? I'm gonna have to pause the game for this. There's no fucking way. Okay. I now have 4 different chats open on my left screen. Played Overwatch 2 at New Year service since while I'm in the EU, and I got wiped hard. Not even 5 kills a match. Yeah, you could also just be shit. On my left screen, I now have my Twitch chat, YouTube chat, Ant's Twitch chat, and also my Discord chat. It's the VC chat that I'm in. Shh, I'm pro at the game, trust. Nah. So I gift? Oh, sorry, I didn't listen. I had to kill a Rhino and a Titan. What are you playing? So I gift? If you want to. If it is something you want to do. I just don't want I don't ever want to have like a an air that somebody has to gift. It is appreciated but by no means required. Wait. I'm trying to unmute and stream, but I can't. So many fucking random like cards appear. I wonder what the number, the maximum number of windows you can get with like window snapping is. Hold on, can you get 6? No. All right. I mean, no damage, but am I fucking stuck in the? God damn it, man. Fucking hell, man. All right, I gotta load. I didn't take any damage, but I got stuck in a fucking guardrail again. These guardrails are stickier than a fucking glue trap, dude. Stream idea, I go into debt opening CS cases. Yeah. I could open CS cases and hit my credit card limits and then be at the same place I am now. I'm already at my limits. I don't make enough money to pay it down. But that's okay. As long as I can make my payments. We can always fucking tornado debt with the 0% APR cards. With the As Europe's and a grand. Oh, I didn't turn the captions onto the good one. Hold on. Fuck is the thing? Yes, here it is. Then we load a big model. Big Chungus model. Is it going? Sorry, I didn't listen again. Mass beef on this server. Damn, the big beef. I loaded a new model and it hasn't responded yet. Okay, it loaded. Maybe. It refreshed the screen. So gift or donut? Gift if you want to. We cannot yet accept donuts. We simply do not have the place. I think it may not work. Okay, we're gonna blast Coalescence and check. I don't know if this is gonna come online. We're going to find out together. Actually, I do want to. Hold on. Why did that open in two different? That's so weird. So much shit going on. Wait, did they get rid of Stripe? Huh? Actually, check to make sure that this isn't. All right. We might just set up. No, probably setting up SE Pay in the background is a bad idea. Also, I think it's failing to load the model. I think it's too large. I might have been slightly ambitious with the model I chose. It is still not online. It's not even trying to load the big one. Wait, what? Hold on. I got a smaller big one? I don't know. If I attempt to force the load again. Oh, it's marked as disabled. That's why. All right. I now have it attempting to load again. I've been looking into hardware modding. Hear me out. Strip out a Game Boy and Pi inside it on Arch. I got distracted with the Game Boy modding. This is 9 minutes ago, shit. Did I check for autosaves? Yep, that was the autosave. Shit. I mean, that is a class of device. They're not super expensive either. I'm pretty sure that those are... They're like cheap, like 501 gaming consoles are typically those. Sorry, dude, this is like the most overstimulated I've ever been. I have 4 chats open on the left screen. I'm playing Truck Sim. And I'm also talking about how to set up SE Pay in the background. I want to rice the fuck out of my arch, but I want to do it in the worst way possible so I can at least feel unique. Some people feel things by murdering people. You feel things by getting Linux on the weirdest fucking computers. All right, so we can't set up. Okay. You got Linux running on a microcontroller that high-end mice use. That's the basics of a computer. Nice. We have a couple things blocking us from setting up SEPay. Also, real-time audio has still not come online. What is your damage? The weird thing is, doing ticking disable and unticking it usually makes it work. Is it still marked it's disabled? I turned it to not disabled. Hold on. I have now set it to use the expensive model. Did it work though? It says that it's loaded the expensive model. Check the memory usage. American Trucks is #1 memory usage. Coalescence is using 281 megabytes. It loaded the small model. Okay, I mean, that's whatever. We'll figure it out. I mean, I also have a fan running, so that's not helping. The noise floor is -30 decibels. I mean, I could just... Alright. Chat, I might be a little stupid. I was looking at the game. Oh well. The ads UI is also not super right, since it's based on the pre-roll end time and not the actual ad time, because I don't actually get that. It is off by a few minutes. It ads start in 4 minutes. You actually redeemed 6-7 again. Why? That just burned 7,000 points. Oliver, you gotta hold on to your points. During the Donathon, one of the incentives is that all redeems are half off. You could have gotten the 6-7 redeem for like 33.83. 33.83, I think it is. 33.84 maybe. You dumbass. You can't say that. The entire point of the 6-7 redeem is it's the only place that you can get it. That's so funny. How could I forget the one fucking rule? I mean, there's 2 rules. You can't say 6-7 and you can't say job. Unless you're blue, because he's pretty good at getting around it. Emoji 6, emoji 7 is crazy. Your ultimate aura may have been defeated, but your ultimate aura can never be defeated. Because I'm too lazy to make word replacement maps. I've done it before. I just can't be fucked to do it again. That and my previous method isn't extensible in the way I would like it to be. I'd have to do like a what the fuck is the thing that they call, it's like a regex, but it's the one that runs in constant time. Blue, what is that? I forget what it's called. It's some DAG. It is the Google one. I just don't know what they call it. Actually, I guess it is a. It's not acyclic, is it? RE2. I feel like it has some sort of like academic name, but I don't know what it is. I have to watch the Kevin Fang video again. It's the one where Cloudflare blows up because somebody pushes a regex that's too slow. I cannot believe you would hit me with Gamma 7. That's fucked up. Well, that's not 6-7, that's Gamma 7. That's it, you're hacking my crypto wallet? No, not my crypto wallet. All of my money is in there. How much do I have in my crypto wallet? I don't have Coinbase installed. Let me open Coinbase. Let me install it. I think I have like crazy save, by the way. I think I'm looking at crypto and driving. Dude, I'm gonna open my Coinbase account and it's gonna be worth like, instead of $15, it's gonna be like $18. I think I might have actually nothing in Coinbase though. They probably deleted my account by now, just reclaimed all of my crypto. I have no idea what my sign-in is, by the way. Oh my god, I have a Coinbase account in my password manager. Bill anyway? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's see what my account's worth. Please confirm your tax status. You fucking wish. Wants to send me notifications? You fucking wish. My Coinbase account has devalued $20 in the past year. Wait, how is it devalued $20? Fucking 70% of my Coinbase account is cash. I have $49 in Coinbase. I could withdraw this. $1 million is calling. Scam. Currently down $1,490 in my crypto. Unfortunate. Look, you just have to take the Doge strategy. You just have to hold on to it and cope that it'll eventually go up. I wonder, has my cash been going up or down? Have they just been debiting my account and that's why it keeps going down? I guess, can I look at my... How do I look at my account history? Hold on. Transactions. All of my transactions are Ethereum staking rewards. I think I have made maybe 2 cents total from that. Coping is the meta for crypto? Yeah. We have an entire... There you go. There's your cope. But yeah, I've made probably 2 cents from Ethereum dividends. I think, isn't there like Ethereum 2 now? I think I'm holding Ethereum Classic. No fucking idea. I have notifications asking me to sign up for notifications. Can I see the value of my crypto portfolio only? I have Bitcoin? Why? Here, let's see my... Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. I didn't want to sell that. Fuck off. Trying to scroll down, not sell things. That and the thing it was trying to have me sell is worth literally nothing. So I have made a return on Bitcoin of 40%. Because actually technically it's infinite percent because I didn't pay for the Bitcoin. Coinbase used to have this thing where you could like watch a video on a cryptocurrency and they'd give you $5 in it. And my $5 of Bitcoin has turned into $7.02 of Bitcoin. So, you know, that's crazy. Everything else I'm at a loss on. I put $14 into Algorand. I didn't even look at it. I don't even know what it is. I put $14 into it, and it is down 92%. Actually, come to think of it, that's kind of crazy. The only crypto I'm holding that isn't at least 85% down is Ethereum and Bitcoin. Everything else was rug pulled. That's the crypto way. Dude, fucking Epstein token is probably worth more than a bunch of shit I have. Share my idea, rug pull my viewers. Already a thing. Thanks for the 40 bandos. I have made 61 cents staking Ethereum. I have staked 99% of my Ethereum. I could stake the additional 1% and make... Didn't an actual fucking child rug pull people? That's what I was referencing when I said thanks for the 40 bandos. That's what he said to his chat before ending stream. He's like 13 and rug pulling people. feel like at that point it's natural selection. Honestly, I kind of agree. If you're getting rug pulled by a child, that's just sad. He's literally 13 giving you financial advice. If you take that, that's pretty rough. What's your favorite cryptocurrency rug pull? Finally done fighting. Did you win? Never died once. I suppose then you have won. We're talking about cryptocurrency rug pulls. Logan Paul Zoocoin? Okay, you're basic. Everybody knows the best rug pull is not CryptoZoo. It's Logan Paul's other cryptocurrency rug pull. Dink Doink. If you bought into Dink Doink, what the fuck were you thinking? It's named Dink Doink. I should ask femboys for financial advice. I'll give you financial advice if you'll agree that it's not financial advice. You should put all of your money into a Seria token. It definitely exists, 100%. Seria token. Damn. Vosk will never understand me. But no, there will never be any official cryptocurrency tokens surrounding anything I make. Because I'm not a shit. Give me all your money, I'll 500% in return if I win the roulette. I mean, look, that's not how to get investors. You have to promise insane returns. Have you seen Seifu? Twincoin? Is that a thing? Am I gonna have to open CoinMarketCap again? Donate 50k, I'll give you 5 mil in return. Those are still rookie numbers. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So let me put into perspective how fucking low in rookie your numbers are. Seifu advertise. So that's a return of what, 10,000%? 100 times? No, that's Yeah, no, 100 times? Yeah, that's 100 times. So that's 10,000%. Seifu advertised 382,945% per year. And people invested. I'm curious, actually. I want to try something. I'm going to slap this into Desmos and figure out how much money you would have made after 5 years with a $1 principal. Holy shit. So, after 1 year of investing $1 into that, you would have $3,829. After 2 years, you'd have 14.6 million. After 3 years, you'd have 56 billion. After 4 years, or no, you'd have 56 billion. After 4 years, you'd have 215 trillion. And after 5 years, you'd have $823 quadrillion with a $1 principal. So after 5 years, with only $1, you can have more money than exists in the world. Naturally, they succeeded. Obviously, they succeeded. Fucking 3,829 times per year is crazy. We can do a little bit more. Let's say you put in $2,500. After 1 year, you've got 9.5 million. After 2 years, you have what? 3.6 billion? 36 billion? 3 years, 14 trillion. 5 years, 53 quadrillion. And that was 4 years. 5 years is 2 sextillion. Making some crazy money. With numbers like that, Money Printer doesn't even begin to describe it. I should make a currency where it doesn't appreciate, it depreciates. It's just you put money and it disappears. Would I invest? I don't have enough money to invest. How funny would it be if I just immediately ran into this guy? Chat. I should start watching Baby Shark on the Discord stream. Baby Shark 10 hours. It'd be so funny. You know, it would be interesting. I could theoretically use a bot to like add or like to get Discord users' speech separately. Then we could have captioning for everybody. Very interesting. Chat, we don't slow down for anything. Okay, I literally just got double assassinated. What the fuck is this road, dude? Get the fuck out of my way. We're down 3% on cargo damage, so we're gonna get like $15 for this. If you have food as fanboy game, also if it's under $1. See, alright. I do have one objection to that. I have a game collection on Steam called Unfit for Human Eyes, which contains all of the games that I can't even show you because I would get banned from Twitch. Now, there's a slight issue with me receiving a game, and that's that this collection has exactly 69 entries. We would lose the perfection. Also, there's a dangerously high percentage that I might actually already have it. Depending on when it released, because I used to buy the 50 cheapest games on Steam every summer sale. I stopped doing that though because they're all just like block puzzle games and memory games. They're boring. You know, come to think of it, I could actually run a second stream through Discord of all of the things that I can't stream on Twitch or YouTube. Cause like I can play music. Because fucking Discord isn't going to fucking DMCA me. DMZA me. Nice. Hmm. The name for the game size compressor? I mean, I've just been calling it SOFS, which stands for either Chastity Cage. I don't think we can name it that. SOFS stands for either Steam Optimizing File System or Self-Optimizing File System. Self-Optimizing File System probably being the worst of the two names because it's not accurate unless you're storing games. But also Steam Optimizing File System is also not correct because it works for other platforms as well. It works for any set of programs, really. GCFS, Game Compression File System. Fanboy File Cage. FFCFS. Fanboy File System. Just a completely... I mean, to be fair, there's a file system named BetterFS, so you know what? Maybe it works. The only thing that kind of sucks is that making a transparent... I mean, actually, I think there's a... Isn't there an interface for file systems on Windows? There's like a... I'm pretty sure there's a program made specifically to facilitate this because you otherwise have to get an EV driver. Or an EV SSL certificate for the driver. You're a Stegosaurus now. Congratulations. You've done it. You've won. I am a Stegosaurus. Why do they call them sauruses if they don't soar? Actually, realistically, CageFS might not be a terrible name. Because compression and game are two keywords, and they both are in the acronym CAGE. We just have to figure out what A and E are. We're here to fix it. I've been fixed. Let's go. Also, welcome. Hello. We have a secondary stream going in Discord. I'm watching Dreading. Actually, come to think of it, Ent is probably audible on that stream. But yes, in Discord I'm watching Dreading. I just don't want to put it on screen for the stream because I'm not going to be able to separate it. Femboy file system, the chastity cage of file sizes. By necessity, you can't store hentai games. Hunter games. To be fair, Voska's not going to understand Japanese words. Except for the fact that there is a Japanese model. I could activate it. What happens if I swap over? Alright. Did it work? No? Okay, well, fuck. Wait, it worked. It's gonna be entirely wrong because I'm not speaking Japanese though. Konnichiwa. 私はセリアと申します。よろしくお願いします。今日は it's not right. Alright, if thick installs FFS cages your bullet. This sounds like a fucking AI created slogan. Tired of thick installs, FFS. I could see Darman giving this presentation. We're not just compressing files, we're changing. It'd be so funny to make a video that explains what it does and we just do it in like a Darman style. We're not just compressing files, we're changing lives. Never give a developer free will, this is what happens. Exactly. It would be interesting to do a stream where I'm just in the Discord with just public availability. It probably wouldn't be with chat appearing on stream because obviously that's a terrible idea. But it'd be interesting. Have a it would just look like I'm like incredibly like schizo. It'd be talking to people who are not on the stream. It would be very funny though. We're near the terminus. Are you guys ready to make $10? Let's go. I'm not parking this. Like someone streams on Twitch and Kick and they have a secret cam. Is that a thing? Yeah? Now, how would you know about that? Why is there nothing from Kayenta? Fucking trash options. Miss Elko is not in the I can't warp there. So we're going to Oakland, I guess. Always Oakland. Second, I have a couple things I need to check really quick. All right. I need to eventually. I need to do like pretty quickly. Got that secret cam under my desk? Nah. I'm stealing it right now. No. Chungus file system. But we're de-chungusifying the files. Chungus file system would just be the process of decompressing already not compressed files. Anti-Chungus filing? Yes. Come to think of it, that's an interesting problem. You have to decompress an already decompressed file. What is the most inefficient way to write a file without just appending a shit ton of zeros? Actually, that could theoretically be an interesting thing. So one of the things that I'm interested in is like advanced compression. I have none of the actual skill, but the idea is that you should be able to somehow take high entropy data and make it lower entropy by raising the file's size. Can you perform some operation O on the data that reduces its entropy and makes it more compressible? This would be in violation of the theory, but what if you can? Mm-hmm. Have we tried? Have we tried well? Because if it can be done, then we could hit incredibly low file sizes. I mean, after all, the VMC and IFMC compressors are literally just compression apps. They take high size data and turn it into low size data, beating the 7-zip compression ratio by a lot. Now comes the how the fuck do we prove it's not malware? I don't know. I'm not able to buy an EV certificate. That shit is so expensive. There's no chance. Can I go through this? Am I gonna get invis-walled? Let's fucking go, dude. But yeah, there's no way for us to do EV on it. Unless you want to buy the EV certificate at cost of $1,000 per year. Still expensive. If malware come back for free. Wild. I mean, essentially all we're doing is running gzip back on the back end on files. There's a bunch of like different optimizations you could do too, because like Terraria's problem is that Terraria is a shit ton of small files. So we could get the inode count down and thus the files, like the table entry for all of the files. We could like shrink that by taking all of the small files and putting them in one big zip archive. Although the problem is it would probably make the files larger. Because each one of them would have a gzip header now. Or we could just not do that. Let me do the speaking for the security. Trust. I can speak in BrainRot. You have to speak in buzzwords. Give me as many security buzzwords as you can think of. I mean, I guess the best way to do it would be to write it using not a file system layer. We just instead write it as something that processes and unprocesses data. Because the other thing is, like, there isn't a distinct archive format. Because we can't take game A in and put it into game A prime. Right? It just adds to the pool of things you have. Which has two major downsides, actually. One is that if you uninstall a game from the archive, you have to check every installed game to see if it depended on that data. We'd have to build some index. And then the other downside is that if any file is somehow damaged, so let's say your Unity player.dll archive gets damaged. Now, every single thing that is installed that touches that file is invalid and has to be recreated. Speaking of Prime, hey chat, have you heard of Amazon Prime? You can sub for free with it. Speaking of ads, where the fuck are the ads? It says ads start soon, but I'm not convinced that's true. My ads UI is a little fucked. Hold on. Which ads UI? Re-request ad schedule. Oh, it actually worked. Sick. But yes, chat, you can subscribe with Amazon Prime. It's called Prime Gaming. It's entirely free and given to you every month by the good graces of Jeffrey Bezos. Jeff for he put his. No Jeffrey Bezos, huh? FFS employee. Femboy file system employs zero trust post-quantum chastity ciphers with immutable Merkle span deduplication and an air-gapped SBOM SLSA level 4 compliant architecture, delivering FedRAMP equivalent runtime isolation with zero egress telemetry. Rate the buzzwords? 7 on 10. That seems pretty buzzy. But I have no idea what any of those things mean. FedRAMP sounds fake. It sounds fake. But yeah, the major downsides are if any file gets damaged, it's possible that the entire system needs to be reacquired. And then also if, for example, let's say a game has a DLL file that it modifies, or that is purportedly the same version, but actually isn't, we have to figure that out. FedRAMP stands for Federal Risk and Authorization Management Program. I see. We have no risk, except for the risk that you might have to reinstall all of the games. I mean, I suppose that in general, the file systems don't have parity data anyway. Like, fucking NTFS isn't storing parity. I mean, we could make parity data. Technically, any byte that isn't in use could be storing parity data. But I'm not sure how good of an idea it is to fill the drive on purpose with data we're likely going to rewrite a lot. But yes, one of the other things that would have to be considered is installing and uninstalling a game during updates. Because games, their content will change. Some of them store save files in the game's directory. So we need to be resilient to games doing weird shit. But yeah, I think as a proof of concept, we should create a system that doesn't use a storage, like it doesn't expose itself as a different partition type, but just works on regular partitions. And then this layer would be the internal layer that the partition, like the interface would expose. But yeah, long term, the idea is that we could have like different compression levels for different games. So like, for example, you probably wouldn't want to compress Helldivers 2 super hard, because I don't think Helldivers 2 is going to compress well. I mean, we could find out. Let's find out. All right. Holy shit, the frame rate. Oh my god. The frame rate is crazy. Chat, how does the stream look? How does it sound? Alright, I set it to background mode. It's still kind of going crazy. Major, where the fuck are my frames? Yeah. I'm running 7-zip on Helldivers 2 right now. 7-zip has the best ratio I've ever found. It looks like we're saving about 11%. But this would take a long time to decompress is the problem. I might cancel it. I'm gonna run out of memory. But we got a ratio of 89%, so we could save 2 gigabytes by using LZMA2 on the output of the game itself, really. So that is something. That's right, this is the funny road. But I mean, we could even store, in a way, for like common files like Unity Player, we could even store repair data. So like, we could store Unity Player output files for each version, and then identify the one that we need, and then like download it from the internet or something. Although that would probably get us flagged as malware because we're downloading executable files from the internet. I guess it depends on how much we care. I mean, Wine downloads data from the internet too. Security? Trust me, bro. Literally. In a way, I guess we could actually, like, crowdsource data from that. You could just download, like, you could upload engine files from each game, and thus we could build an index of the engine data. But the problem is, obviously, you're trusting the file from a computer that you do not trust. So I don't know how secure that would be. More likely than not, we would build a way to like download each Unity version and scrape it. You wrote my compression algorithm. You write it in fucking Java. Ugh. Atrocious. Very efficient 255 to 1 on some data. Holy shit. That is atrocious. How does this one throw an IO exception? Does it hex dump all of the data? Here's what you do. If you want to get really bad compression, you write the word name of the value of every byte. So like 255, 255, 1, 8, 1, 255. That would be a great way to anti-compress something. You could probably do better by rating them as shorts so that you can get a bunch of thousands in there. Read the whole file as a number and write it out. You put it in a big num library. Make a farm sim 25 server and all play together. I don't have a great way to securely host game servers. Or at least I haven't yet determined if my solution for hosting game servers is secure. I mean, probably as long as it's not Minecraft, it's secure. Again, Minecraft is atrocious. This is, of course, a fallacy. I also just don't have Farming Sim 25. I have Farming Sim 15, I think. It's either 15 or 19. I can't remember. Hold on. Farm 2013. Oh God. I have Farming Sim from over a decade ago. Just get it from Game Pass. I don't have Game Pass. Game Pass is too expensive. Isn't it $13 now? Why is Ant back on the coin pusher? 85 crowns. I have no idea. Is it 6 crowns to $1? No, it can't be. That'd be so... Hold on. That'd be $40. Hold on. Oh. Wait, it is expensive. What the fuck? It's 9 to 1. Damn. Game Pass price. $22.99 a month. Atrocious. And beef with Sweden. Almost $31, yeah. I already did the conversion. Are you in Denmark? I can confirm he is not in Denmark. He is Swedish, yes. Turns out this entire time, Luna was also in Denmark. Message held for aggression. So far, both of the people I know from Sweden hate Sweden. Interesting. I mean, PewDiePie even left Sweden. So that's 3 Swedish people I know left Sweden. Hate Sweden. They removed barbecue ribs, flavored chips, and I'm like, I'm so dumb. Why did they get rid of it? Can't you just like... I don't know what that means. But I'm sure it's funny. Let's see. Check this out. It attempted to translate from Norwegian. Fuck is Skane? Bottom Sweden? Bottom of Sweden, that's just femboy Sweden. Every femboy is a bottom. Sweden film with bottoms. Exactly. See? Give me the 3 digits. Come on. I'm yellow now, but more yellow than I was before. I'm a very bright yellow. I actually think I'm the same color, like the same hue, but the saturation got shifted way up. Allegedly getting to the point where I allegedly only in GTA 5 start making people disappear. I will say, the in Minecraft defense has actually failed in the US before. Like, people have been arrested for saying they want to kill people in Minecraft. Now I'm purple. I'm like magenta and purple. And green. But you gotta put the word allegedly in there. I mean, I still think that you would still get blasted. The whole, like, putting a bunch of... Oh, hey, look, ads. The whole putting a bunch of diminifiers in the words doesn't work anymore. Already leaks the government's files? Damn. Did you do it on Discord? Sweden's making their own CIA? Damn. They didn't have one before? We already had our own, but fuck it, why not? They made a second one. They needed a second one for, I don't know, investigating the CIA. I just hope they get up to as much antics as ours do. Just fucking crazy bullshit. Putting microphones in cat ears and then they get run over immediately. I know, removing our privacy, putting up helicams, and removing our rights. Yeah. See, I don't know why the governments are going for surveillance when people already post everything they do online. Like, literally, we don't even need to, like, surveil people to make sure they're not committing crimes. People are just overtly posting their crimes on the internet. They're called TikTok challenges. Like, that's an EU thing at this point. Yeah. There literally is no bastion of privacy left in this world, is there? And because any country you can name will just do it too, so... With the new e-evidence law, everyone is fucked. E-evidence. Damn. Here's what you do. Here's how you fight back. You store it with the anti-compression method. You store the file as one big number, and they have to decompress it. We got fucked harder when we joined NATO. Yeah. Actually, isn't the US actually in the NATO? We actually didn't create that one and then just not join it. Sick. We're so good at creating organizations and not joining them. Yeah, move to Iceland and live an isolated life. Until they also get privacy laws that fuck you. They're just gonna do it next. Does Iceland have good Wi-Fi? Unlikely. They're an island. They're in Iceland as well. Very, very not icy though. And historically, Iceland historically has been very pro-privacy. I mean, I think realistically, the best way that you would have to dismantle the privacy laws would be to elect new people into the EU, like new legislators. I don't know how that works though. I'm not European. I imagine it's not that simple because, I mean, fucking the United States is just a bunch of old men who keep getting reelected for some reason. EU Parliament only here to fuck us over. Sounds about right. That crazy dodge. Does the EU at least have term limits? Thing is, we can elect people, they just don't want to. Damn. Are there term limits? Zero term limits? Damn. It's as hopeless there as it is here. Well, death isn't a term limit. That's a life limit. We only have term limits for the presidency. We don't have any other term limits in the US. So it's like, it's never going to change. It's part of the reason I stopped looking at politics, is that it's not only not something I can control, but also it's just hopeless. It's me versus the absolute torrent of people who go, oh yeah, that guy was already in office. Let's vote him back in. I wish they just dropped nukes so I can claim land for myself. Damn. These bullets do so much damage. All out IRL. Yeah. Also, people are panicking more about this entovirus. I do notice that is exactly one letter off of a different word. People's fighting and feel like the government is doing something. I mean, there's always going to be conspiracy theorists. We have people in the US who believe that like a lot of the powerful people are aliens. Which is funny until you realize how sad it is. Ratchet, unless it looks like that's all you'll stick fucks playing in Ratchet or having sex in it. Oh, I got distracted by the word sex. Now I have to reload. Look at what you did. 3 minutes. And don't even care about the news. I mean, it might come from Ratchet, but then it might go outside of the Ratchet. Where and when? No. Need direct contact for it to have a tiny chance to spread. I mean, how tiny is this chance? This tiny chance could be anywhere from 0 to probably 30%. I deal in absolutes. We don't know. Well, then we don't know that the chance is tiny, do we? Wash your hands if a fedora person shakes your hand. I mean, that's just normal advice. Fucking speed is so low. COVID wouldn't have been a problem either if people held hygiene and wasn't done, like Sweden wasn't locked down. Yeah. We had people like going around and like destroying store fixtures that were selling masks. Because they thought that wearing a mask would suffocate you to death. Or that it would cause you to have like cognitive failure, which is funny in retrospect. But it was so funny to watch people like freak the fuck out about masks. I mean, some of the best things are things that Moist Critical covered, like the school board meeting for Tampa, where somebody's made the argument that if you put on a mask, you're cutting yourself off from God. Which is, I mean, come on. Does that mean all surgeons are godless? Because I mean, the people who do surgery on you, they wear face masks. And they haven't died yet, most of them. So, like, you know, I don't think that there's any cognitive problems there. But it's so funny watching people be like, oh, if you put on a mask, then God has abandoned you. It's like, I don't think that's how that works. Religion is nothing but a cult, while doubting the Japanese one because that had been around 10,000 years more than other religion. I mean, which Japanese one? There's Buddhism, I think Shinto is a different religion. And then there's Christianity in Japan. And then, I mean, we have cults in Japan too. Because there's like Aum Shinrikyo. It wasn't Aum Shinrikyo. They did like the subway attack. But I can't remember if they're the one where their like fucking leader is the guy who looks like he can float because he bounces on his ass really quickly. Shinto, yeah. But yeah, there's a bunch of really entertaining cults. I can't remember where the other one is. I want to say it's South Korea, but there's one where it's like it's an offshoot of Christianity, and it's literally just like it's like an ego cult. Where it's so dystopian. They have like church songs, right? And one of them is always submit to the church administration, which is it's a children's song, mind you. And that is dystopian more than anything I could possibly imagine. Things like that cult make me realize that this world I live in is far darker than anything I could put into Fuse. And how crazy it is to be a fantasy writer beat out by the absurdity of reality. Not only that, but they still practice Shinto with shrines and making seals and such, while Christianity is just going to church. Yeah. I mean, also, I'm pretty sure, like... Actually, I think that's more folklore than religion. At what point does it not count as religion anymore? Because, like, if there are folklore monsters, is that not part of religion? Essentially, there's a guy named Nurikabe, and the only thing I know about him is that he blocks off paths, and I don't know why he does it. Which is funny, because it means that, as far as I'm aware, he just does it to be a dick. It's probably wrong, but it's so funny to have that hole in my knowledge. Also, he's invisible. Here, maybe I do a little bit of research on Nurikabe. Curious now. The fuck is my Firefox tab? Sorry, one. Nurikabe. The yokai. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, there's no explanation as to why Nudikabe blocks off paths, so he just does it to be a dick. Which is that's kind of metal, honestly. Imagine making a game and forcing people to log in with Ubisoft or EA just to play the game. Yeah. See, the fun thing is I don't think Ubisoft is long for this world. They're in extreme financial turmoil. So I don't think they're going to survive much longer. Just want a game, yeah. Want to live in cyberpunk? You sure you want to live in cyberpunk with all the cyber psychosis and Arasaka? Yes, I got a rich sugar mommy and then go to space. Hmm. I have. Don't tell me I'm in the fucking guardrail again. Thank fuck. Guardrails in this game are like fucking glue traps. No fucking way. I'm on the guardrail now. Please. Please. Oh my fucking god, you're kidding me, man. God fucking damn. I ran into it at like 3 fucking miles per hour. I lost 4 minutes of progress. God damn it, man. This is part of the reason I have not had Ant buy me the DLC. Is because shit like that makes me very uninterested in continuing to play this game. Because you get stuck in the dumbest fucking places. I ran into that guardrail at like 4 miles per hour and got stuck. Like STS software, please. Guardrails aren't glue traps. We're almost back to Terminus. If I get stuck in the guardrail again, I'm uninstalling the game. Glue trap. All right. Now we have to find. We could go from Elko. Elko doesn't have a warp point. Why are they all in Elko? What the hell? New plan. I don't want to go back to Oakland. Fuck Oakland. Stop driving aggressively. I mean, the game is not that interesting if you aren't going fast. I'm just gonna be real. That guy's not getting out of his parking spot. Alright, we should have better options now. They're still all in Elko. Why is everything in Elko? Why does it all have to be in the one place there isn't a warp point for? Oh, you can warp that, never mind. I'm thinking of whatever the fuck is next to Elko. Chat, we're about to get so much money. But yeah, the problem with not driving aggressively is that there's just nothing that happens. You gotta go 50 over or else there's no excitement. Even if the excitement usually means reloading the game. Sometimes you knock people into orbit, and that's pretty funny. Let's take a quick look at something. Huh. Oh, I just accidentally deleted a message. That's awkward. I clicked to focus the Twitch chat so it would layer above everything. Oh well. It's better than the time I accidentally banned Verloc. But yeah. Enoch said that he had a question for me that he would send it in Discord and he hasn't yet. Might be my last delivery, and we'll either change category or end stream effort. I don't want to do super long streams, because I do actually have commissions that I must finish. And the one I have now is going to be quite a long process. Because I have to figure out how to automate Unity, which is going to be an experience. Because ideally, I don't want to use Playwright. Because Playwright is probably going to be pretty dependent on the window being in the same spot. There's probably ways around it, but I would like to avoid using Unity if I can. I probably cannot. Making ERP avatars? No, actually, I'm making a modding tool. Actually, I have no idea if I'm able to talk about it on stream. I didn't even check. Oh my god. I hit the fucking disable your car thing. Just a random spot there that turns off your truck and stops you. Because why not? It's all of the weird, like, on the sides things that fucks you that is starting to grate at me with this game. It's frustrating. I'm looking at my VGen really quick. I like the accusation of making ERP avatars though. I mean, shit, if they'll pay well. No, I have actually been requested not to talk about it. Or not to not talk about it, but not to like stream development on it. Oh, I forgot to mark the guaranteed delivery time. I'm gonna have to change the guaranteed delivery on it. And they sell avatars between 30 and 7,000. I can't make the actual avatar, I can program though. I have no artistic ability. Have you seen the music? Dude, I listened back to the thing I was making a few days ago and holy shit, it's like ass. Average pay between 80 to 600. Yeah. I paid 50 for a femboy avatar and another 50 for the bones. Damn. The cheap avatar. They go up to 7 grand. Why can I not control the game? Okay. More assets, more expensive. I guess it depends on which assets. And a cute game named Young Sons. Sounds like a spacefaring game. Hold on, I have to tell my client that my dumbass forgot to set the end date. All right. Yeah, I had to, I had to let them know my dumbass forgot to set the guaranteed delivery date. I just got so excited. Game seems decent for 2.5 gigabytes. Hmm. You know, come to think of it, you never answered the question that I asked a bunch of hours ago. What's your favorite cryptocurrency rug pull? How many games do I have on my wish list? I think this account's wish list is empty. Either that or it's Robo Ride and Glide. It might only be Robo Ride and Glide. We can check. Let's see. What's in my wish list? I have 2 items on my wish list. Gemcraft Legacy Collection and Archeron. Neither of which are currently available. haven't really thought about my wish list. I don't like look around on Steam. I don't care for crypto than Bitcoin, which is like 5% of interest. Might buy it sometime, not because they treat us as criminals for having Bitcoin. But same time they treat us as criminals for having Bitcoin. Yeah. I have like $70 in my Coinbase account. And I'm down 95% on nearly all of my investments. I think I put like $300 into it back when I had money, and everything is down 95% except for Bitcoin. Ethereum is down, I think, 60%, and Bitcoin was up 40%. But yeah, I put $300 into it, and I was like, I'm not putting any more than this because I know that this shit is going down. But this is my $300 just in case shit goes crazy. And it did not. The only reason I even have some inkling of what Bitcoin's price is because it's playing a D&D campaign where we're going to tie the value of some investment to the price of Bitcoin. Which is funny. Damn, I was kind of hoping they would run into each other. What happens when this resolves? Okay, it just runs. Yeah. But yeah, it was funny. Because it immediately depreciated, but now it's up like 40% from when we made that. Unfortunately, I had no money, so I couldn't make the investment in the game. I had run freshly out of money by buying a bunch of shit. But let it be known that the crypto copium would have actually worked. Hold on. I have to do something here really quick. I have to do something. Hold on. I have to make this window a lot larger. I have made Ant put on cat ears. Did think about trying out a popular gambling website. Yeah, it's gambling and crypto. Gambling and crypto. Everybody loses money. Hold up. I had to make sure you couldn't escape the cat ears. Alright, check this out. It's actually better to not take that sharp right and instead take this oh shit. Well. Jeez. 5% cargo damage from an impact to the front. That wasn't even intense. Oh, back to 4 minutes. chat. Should I put the hand up? There actually might be a toggle for gaming for this model. I actually have no idea. Hold on. I might be wrong about that. One sec. I don't know what a lot of these do. I have a phone keybind? Huh? Since when? I think this makes me invisible. What? What does this do? Huh? I don't know what this does. Also, I can't dismiss the phone. What did I do? There we go. I don't know what this keybind does. I don't know what a lot of these expressions do. Oh, I can do one of these. I'm holding something. I don't know what I'm holding. Holding a stick. All right, we'll keep that one on. That's kind of sick. Kind of stick. I don't know what this one does. This one. Nope. I need to like rename all of these to things that I can read. I don't know what that does. Oh, it was number 4, not numpad 4. Number 9. Oh, it might be the glasses. And take off the jacket. Kind of sick. There are multiple things bound to these. Who knows what this is doing otherwise? Wait, I don't know what this does. I have a bunch of things that this model can do. I just don't know what they do because they're all in Chinese and I can't read it. I seem to remember this one makes me invisible. Call this evil. That's fine. Do numpad 3. Uh. What does this one do? 5. I don't know what this does. I don't know what this one does either. Some of these might be things that I have explicitly disabled. That's F6. I don't know what this does. Anyway. The other thing. The 2 turns off the Wait, I can just become a regular human. Alright. But yeah. Uh-oh. I am the wrong size now. Fix this really quick. Alright. I got distracted by all the capabilities I have. Oh yeah, didn't I say I was gonna stop the stream after the previous delivery? You're getting a bonus delivery, I guess. You're also getting an ad in 3 minutes. The ads UI is still broken. I don't know why, but I can fix it. I've been doing like documentation for Coalescence because I do want to actually release it. And also me updating it, and I need to split the audio recognition from the like filter thing, because that is actually not going to be released with Coalescence. Real-time audio might not be released with it. It might be an extension, just because it is so weird and expensive. chat the ad. Sorry, it's in 1 minute and 42 seconds. This is strange. I was supposed to meet somebody today, but they didn't get back to me at all. Ten hours, 56 minutes, huh? Oh, wow. I just got full-on ramp card. Wait, I got out of it, but 15% damage is irrecoverable. Alright, no way I got burned a third time here. Let's fucking go. Got him. Why is it pulling left so hard? What the fuck? We are getting closer. We're halfway there. We're probably only like 12 minutes out. right. We're getting closer. Damn. Sorry. It is a requirement every time I go near the Hoover Dam. I do have to do that. There's a contract I've signed. Probably go look for some gas. That is our closest gas station. All right. How long is the trip? 65 miles. 1/10 of a tank. We make those. We can roll to it too. Just have to make it as far as I can before actually running out. Have to go fast. And bypass the nearby way station. Good, because I won't be able to stay. Won't be able to weigh. They'll be like, "Ah, your truck is very light. You don't have any gas." Accurate. this is really the area I want to get past before running out of gas. Although I'm not really running that low on gas. Like I still haven't moved to the half single bar. Chat, my fuel efficiency is through the roof. Oh no, it's this fuck off gas station that I ran into the rocks. Oh, fuck me. Alright, we have to reload because I took cargo damage from that. Grand. It literally saved like 3 ticks before I hit it. That is the closest save I have ever gotten to something where I had to reload. Literally like the second before I hit it. Chat, we have so much gas. Why can you weigh here? I weighed my vehicles for $10. Let's go. Found another game called Volcano Princess and it's chill. It seems the opposite of chill. Literally about a volcano princess. Sorry, was there a collision here? Nope. Got excited. Cinematic camera is not built for there to be. What is happening? Because the cinematic camera is not ready for this. Turning off these alarms. Getting annoyed. Where's my clock? Right, these alarms are now off. That should also be off. That should also be off. Okay. No more random alarms. Look at that fuel efficiency. Look at that. Infinite fuel efficiency. Look at this guy. Getting pretty close. Remember when I said it was 12 minutes out? It has been 12 minutes, I think. Brother, why are you going so slow? I got places to be. Alright, now we spent another 3 minutes accelerating. I actually wonder what my 0 to 100 time is. I mean, it's been like 10 seconds and we're at 30. Recoverable? It's not. 4% damage is too much. See, this time I bet on him being too slow, and this time he was too fast. Misery. So it turns out going up to gear 18 when you have no speed is not fast. It's a random guy. I'm getting like super impatient. I don't know. I think I might have hit the point at which I'm burnt out. I think I've played too much ATS. We'll probably stun the game for a while. And we'll play a different thing tomorrow. I'm gonna stun it unless I'm playing with Ant. Because playing this game alone, it really is hold W simulator. And then if you hold W, you crash, and then you have to wait 4 minutes again. Man, there's a bunch of obstacles again. I actually have to slow down and play the game like a normal person. Bullet of California doesn't like slowing down. And also now it's a slight uphill, so I can't really accelerate. Why is it that now they're going fast as hell? Gotta go slow so that I can go fast. What the hell, man? I also keep forgetting that you have to press A and S twice. Because it doesn't do the thing. Chat, the Gallon Oil is right next to, or is right past this snaking road of doom. This is the road I always crash on. Are we even delivering to Gallon Oil? I don't see Gallon Oil in the thing down there. We're not delivering to Gallon Oil, are we? What the hell are we delivering to? Gas stream. Chat. We're there. We'll do hard parking for the finale. Why is skip parking? So painful. I mean, I'd still have to. Camera angle is getting less and less good. Oh my god. Yeah. I might give up. This is fucking misery. It is just enough of a like small space that it's almost impossible to get in line like this. Okay, now left side and then back up and focus on where the end of the trailer is. I already tried that. It did not go well. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna jump. This is the other reason I could never be a trucker. This is fucking atrocious. Maybe a different cam angle. I don't think this is any better. Problem isn't the camera angle, it's the controls. Controls are atrocious for backing up like this. God, please. If they had like an additional 3 feet in front of this fence, it would have been fine. Good enough. Fuck that. I'm not getting excited in that. It's perfectly small enough of space that it's almost impossible to do that. I am never manually parking again. Anyway, spend our skill point. Spend it on long distance. Who needs fuel efficiency? Alright. That is going to be it for today. Not that hard. Yes, it is. I just did it. It's misery. If it weren't that hard, there wouldn't be a menu to skip it and a button to skip it while you're doing it. It's pretty bad. It's realistic, and that's why I'm not a trucker. They added it because skill issues? Yeah. Skill issues that I have. But yes, I'm going to end the stream. Who will we raid? I have to refresh my thing. I was gonna raid Ant, but Ant also just ended. So probably not raiding Ants. Although it would be really funny to raid somebody who's offline, but you can't. Let's see, who should we raid? I haven't raided you in a very long time. If ever. Wait. I know who you are. That's interesting. This is the person who was making a language. Let's see. Actually, John's still online. John. Yeah, John's using his new model. Let's read John. Everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day. We're going to raid Neko John, who's cool. Once I get a PC, I'll show you that it's easy to park. It's easy to park if you're good. I'm not good, therefore it sucks. That's how that works. You just need knowledge. Yeah, knowledge I lack, therefore it sucks. There's a very simple causality here. But yes, everybody, thank you for watching. We're going to play something else tomorrow. I've been playing too much ATS. I think I'm starting to burn out. I'm getting to the point where I'm having trouble being patient. I mean, I've always had trouble being patient. That's why I'm the California Bullet, but I'm being more impatient than I should be. So, everybody, thank you again, and I will see you. Oh, wait, we need our raid message. I almost accidentally banned you. Holy shit. I almost banned you trying to focus the chat window. It really is a minefield. But there's our raid message. If you're not a subscriber, that's fine. It's just everything except for the emote. Everybody, see you next time. Bye.